Without question, you are the worst thing that has ever happened to my poetry. And I'm serious. I've heard of writer's block, but this is ridiculous. My poetic fluidity has dried up faster than a woman hitting menopause, to the point where these dry spells have got me praying for some inspirational discharge to leak from the folds of gray matter in my brain. And shit, you see what I mean? I've been thinking for far too long with my heart instead of my head, and I think people are starting to notice. And I've got a reputation to uphold. And no, it's not my time of the month, so don't ask. It's my time of the day. Or what used to be, when I could sit down and write a really gritty, angry poem, one seething with angst, but now I can't, because I'm just too damn happy. Or should I say sappy? Because I used to watch Face the Nation for international news and then The Daily Show for international hope, turning out with great political satire, ripe with biting wit and sarcasm, and now I can't because I don't watch those shows anymore, because you've got me watching the stars. And no, I don't mean Brad and Angelina, I mean those stars. You've got me watching them, thinking about whether you're watching the same ones as me, and maybe that would make a good poem. And this is crap, like a slap across the face of my muse, who's had to withstand so much abuse she's threatened to leave my side, leave my mind. And I tell her, please, it's just not a good time, but she leaves me with my pleas and my really bad rhymes, and I can't do this anymore, because I refuse to let my words sink to such levels of atrocity. I refuse to submit to roses are red, violets are blue. This poetry sucks, and it's all thanks to you, because you turn my brain to mush, and it's so hard not to let my thoughts run off in moments of ridiculous romanticism and irrelevant metaphors, like dipping my tongue and my hands into the paint can of my mind. And I splatter gooey gobs of thought onto the wall, then watching as the rest of the world tries to make sense of my lovesick babble. They come with black Sharpie and tries to connect the dots, forming man-made constellations with my nonsensical thoughts. And this has to stop, because writing an abstract metaphor so that you think that I have a more poetic view on the world than you is just against my poetic ethics, which rhymes with ethnics, which incidentally is just another poem topic you've rendered useless, because I'm a Hapa, which means I'm mixed blood, which means I never fit inside the checkmark box. I always fall between the cracks, and I'm always trying to write about my culture, where I belong, but those poems have fallen to the wayside as I find I belong against your chest, your arms around my back, and my head under your chin with my eyes closed. And I try to write a poem. The only thing in my head is you. And I don't understand how you're the worst thing that's ever happened to my poetry, if you're the best thing that's ever happened to me.